Hey everyone, this is Camden with RankingBall. Today I just want to go over the basics of RankingBall, how to navigate it, how to go through everything. So today we're going to go over the website and we're going to go over the application. So, if you have any questions, let me know in the stream and I'll try to answer it. And we're also going to be making a YouTube video with this video. So later on we'll kind of edit it and we'll put it on YouTube so you have access at it anytime. Just a little bit about myself. My name is Camden. I'm the community manager with RankingBall. Been here for about 1 year, and right now I'm broadcasting within the RankingBall office in Seoul, South Korea. And I like to do everything that there is to do in Seoul, like go to all the sporting events. I had the opportunity to go to a couple of esports events as well, which are really fun. Unique experience that you can do while you're in Korea. So going forward, what we want to do is that we're going to start live streaming a little bit more with the intention of interacting with the fans so that we can make some new content and so that we can start building this community together and get to know us, get to know RankingBall a bit more, and hopefully we'll build this nice big strong community within RankingBall. My first main goal right now is to teach those who don't know how to play RankingBall. And recently we've had a lot of users come on to RankingBall platform, onto our application and also to our website. And sometimes they, we'll get some questions of like, I don't understand how to play the game, and so that's why I'm here to hopefully get some of that confusion out of the way, and we'll start off with navigating the website, and then we'll go over to the application. So we're gonna go through everything else today, and it's just gonna be really easy stuff. Later on, we'll be a little bit more casual. We'll kind of just go into things, and we'll just talk while maybe some games are going on, or we'll do some other things in the future. So there's no set schedule yet, but you can expect us, me and other people from RankingBall to come on in and start talking to you guys. Anywhere between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Korean Standard Time, Monday through Friday. So we'll notify you guys on the stream, on social media, Telegram, Facebook, Twitter, anything else that we have before we make a video and before we go online. Like I said before, we're inside the RankingBall office. So if you do hear voices around me, that's because there are other people who are working in here. So, and you might hear some other noise, like maybe like a door opening or some coughing, or maybe the TV is going on. Hopefully it's not too distracting for you guys, and we'll try to get along more. So first thing I kind of want to establish is that any contests that I enter into or that I make are for fun only. It's not going to be playing in any real contests. Anybody who's in RankingBall or are not allowed to play on contests that involve real users. So anything that I do is just for fun. And if anybody else comes in here, we're going to disclose, our usernames that we use on the website. So if we go on in and we create a contest, don't worry about it. I'm not going to go into any other contests that are, have any real stakes involved with it. Everything that I do is just going to be for fun. So first thing I want to do is kind of go over the website. So let's move on over to the website and I'll show you guys, we'll navigate it from the beginning. So as you see here, we are at rankingball.com. So if you go into your web browser, you type in rankingball.com, this is the first page that you will see. You'll notice that it's our landing page. We got everything, live, our live fantasy bingo. If you want to message us, you can go down here, click on the messenger icon, click on it, and everything else is, download from our apps. A little bit of information about us. Once you go on in, you'll be able to go into this login page right here. So once you click into it, you'll log in. And then you'll come to this login screen, come on in, and you will see this screen. Type in your email, log in, and you'll be greeted with some notifications. Currently, we have the Golden Pig giveaway, which is if you just enter in any contest, and you play one contest to the end, no matter if you win or lose, we'll give you 500 tickets. I'll go a little bit more over the different currencies in just a little bit. So they're separated by 3 different weeks. Got week 1, week 2, week 3. So all you have to do is just enter one contest, play it, win or lose, and then you'll get 500 tickets at the end of the week. Also, if you come on in, if you're playing every day, you'll receive this, and you'll receive a daily login. All you have to do is just, individually, if you want, click this button, you'll receive it. Or if you want a contest, all you have to do is just press, You'll also see, if you want a contest, if you want anything from a contest, you will also see, type, winner from where, which contest you want, and then how much you want. So, and if you just, if you have a whole bunch, you can just come down here and click receive all. So here we are. Let me just disclose a little bit about my username, my profile. So on Ranking Ball, I go by Deadpool. You can see here, Deadpool. And you'll never see this username in any of these contests. None of these featured contests will ever be on. You'll never see me go into here. And what I first want to do is kind of just get into how to play. How to play is we're gonna skip this for right now, and we're gonna jump into the high score challenge. What the high score challenge is that it's a kind of like a practice run, like a practice place where you can go on in and you can play previous games and kind of challenge yourself to win some bonus tickets. We have 3 different levels. Each level that you pass, you'll receive some bonus tickets from us that will help you play into real contests later on. So you notice we have some old, we already have matches that happened yesterday. We had the LA Clippers versus the Spurs. And so what you want to do is that say you watch this match and you knew how it went, you can just go on in and click. So you'll see what kind of sport it is, when it was, the match. And we also, not only basketball, but we have football as well, which you can go on in and play past football matches. To enter it, all you have to do is go into this button here. Click it. It does cost 1 gold to enter, but don't worry. You'll go on in, you'll pay to enter, and then you'll get more back. So this is a good way for those who don't necessarily want to pay a lot to play, pay a lot to play Ranking Ball. All you have to do is 1, and you can just keep on continuously going and going and going, and eventually you'll be able to rack up a lot of gold within your account. So let's click the button and let's get started. So whenever you enter any contest, this is the screen that you'll see. You'll notice that we have a bunch of different information. Up here, you will see the different levels of scores that you need to pass in order to receive your prizes. So each level you pass, you'll receive a prize. You need to get your score higher than this. Well, how do we get our score up? Well, let's go over it now. In this page, you will see the lineup of the players for each team. So to click on the team's roster, all you have to do is here click LA Clippers or the San Antonio Spurs. So all you have to do is click either one and you'll be presented with the team's roster. Let's start with the Clippers. Now, Ranking Ball is different because it focuses on a single match. Meaning that unlike other, DFS games that you might have played, with Ranking Ball, you're just focusing on a single match, meaning that you're drafting players from just two different teams. You don't have to focus on any other players from different teams, just the two teams. And you're going to select 16 players in basketball to create we call this like our bingo grid. Over here, you'll see your roster. We have all the players, and let's kind of go over some of these abbreviations. You have your number, position, if they were a starter or not, their name, system points. And also, this is kind of the big number that you want to focus on is the fantasy points per game. This is their average fantasy points that they get within our website. So this is unique to the Ranking Ball website because this shows you the fantasy points per game that player receives per game, their average. If you want to, you can individually go through the different, positions like guards, forwards, centers. With each different team. What we want to do now is that we want to fill out this board, and we're going to go over a little bit, kind of like some strategies of how to play. So let's look at these numbers on this side. What do these mean? These are the blind bonuses, meaning that if you get a bingo within Ranking Ball, that's what your score is going to be multiplied by. Well, how do we get a bingo? We'll go over right now. So first, let's pick our players. One of the things that you can do is to kind of see who had the most points last night. We can kind of see who had the most points. Let's say Marcus Aldridge, Rigay, White, Mark DeRozan. So we can pick these players and we can put them onto our board. So what I like to do is I like to pick 8 and 8 players from each team, kind of balance everything out. So we have our 8 players from the Spurs. Now let's get our 8 players from the Clippers. So now that we picked the players that we want, let's rearrange our board to how we want it. Now, you can rearrange your board fairly easily. All you have to do is just click on it and move it around any way that you like. And let's talk about positioning. We have these different, like I said before, we have these different multipliers on the bottom. And you want to look at these multipliers and you want to see, okay, how can I optimize my points on Ranking Ball? Well, one of the strategies that I like to use, I'm not an expert on Ranking Ball, just kind of one of the things that I like to do is that I like to pick, the best players, highest average players, and I like to put them in these spots that have the highest multipliers. Now, it doesn't always work. There's been many times I tend to stick to this strategy, but this strategy doesn't always work with me. So everybody has their own strategies. Everybody, has their own way of playing the game. You just have to, make sure what Ranking Ball focuses on is your understanding of how the game is going to be played out. You want to focus on how you think the game is going to play out, and most likely you will be rewarded if you understand. If you're the person with the closest, you have the closest resemblance of how the game is going to play out. So you want to put players that are going to be getting fantasy points throughout the night and kind of quickly, because you want those players to align. You want those players to always be getting fantasy points so that they will be able to earn you the most points. So let's go a little bit down here and let's rearrange our board. Now, I know that Aldridge and Rudy Gay, they're some of the top scorers for the Spurs. So I want to move them, let's say, next to these higher numbers here. Let's move them down here, like this. So if you have these two players down here, we know that they're going to be, scoring points. We also have to focus on these 4 other points here. So who else do I think is going to get the most points in the match? Harris, and probably, let's see, probably Patrick Beverly. So we put them together like this. Then we know that, okay, these are the top 4 players in a row. They're mostly the ones going to be getting the most points within the match. So I believe that they will score me the most points within Ranking Ball, within this high score challenge. And then you can kind of, pick your own strategy. You just always want to make sure that players are going to have great synergy with each other, and also kind of pacing themselves of getting fantasy points so that you're optimizing your chances of getting a bingo. Let's see. Marty Rosen's pretty good there. Yeah. So now we're gonna go over fantasy points and bingos once I start the live game. So kind of what fantasy points are is that whenever a player does an action within Ranking Ball, they're going to receive fantasy points. Anything they do, assist, block, steal. If they make 2 points, 3 points, they're going to earn fantasy points. And whenever they do make these fantasy points, their tile is going to light up. Whenever the tile lights up, it's going to stay lit until a bingo happens. In order to get a bingo, you need all 4 players' tile to light up. So that means each of these 4 players need to have done something within the game to earn them fantasy points. So I like the way my grid looks right now, and I like the way that my tile is positioned. So once you're satisfied with how your grid looks, then what you're gonna do is you're gonna submit. Okay, it'll tell you how much the entry fee is. Confirming it. You click OK, and then the high score challenge will start. Like I said, this is not in real time. This is just a previous game that played before, and it will start kind of automatically. You can go through. So this tells you that the total stats of the game that happened. And what in high score challenge does is that it goes through the whole match. It goes through the whole match. Now we can skip it. You don't want to sit through the whole thing. We can also control the speed of the match, like this, 2 times, 3 times, 4 times the speed. So we don't have to go. We can speed it up as much as we want. It'll go really quickly. But let's slow it down for the video sake. Kind of go over different things. So if you notice, these players, whenever they're getting, if anything happens, their tiles are lighting up. That means that they did some kind of action within the game. And we want to make sure that we've got correctly, we got everything lined up. Let's go over kind of this bingo grid and what it has to offer. Bingo count tells you how many times you achieved a bingo or how many times you got 4 in a row lined up. This tells you how many times it happened within the game. With the NBA, with basketball, it goes by very quickly. You know, this can happen a lot. You'll see a lot of bingos happen within the NBA version, the basketball version of our game, because it's a very fast-paced. Because it's a very, very fast-paced game. So, like I said, we'll have people come in and out, walking around like this. And you can also see how, like, where your bingos occurred. You can see that where each time a bingo occurred and how many times it occurred. So this line has granted me 3 bingos so far. So far, it looks like I made a pretty good bingo grid just by creating this. I've already had 3 bingos happen within here too. But things you need to watch out for is that sometimes, say you really want this line to hit a bingo, but you have these 3 lit up like this. But if he gets it, if he scores up those points, this is going to make the bingo and it's going to reset. It's going to reset your bingo board. Right? It's going to reset your bingo board. So that you won't be able, so I have to wait again for this guy to score points again in order for this line to happen. That's why you really need to understand how the game is going to flow. So you understand how everything is going to happen throughout the match, how everything is going to play out through the match, so that you know how to play. So let's kind of, skip the game and see what our results are from this match. You'll notice that my final score was 84,105 points. Well, in order to get 3 points, I needed to go over 84,873 points. I did not get that. My point total was, less than that. I didn't make it, but I did get over 2. So my prize is 3 bonus gold. And you can play it again. You can play it again until you get this 3 gold, until you hit these 3 stars. Once you get 3 stars, you can't win any more prizes, but you can continue playing if you want to practice. But once you hit these 3 stars and then you get your gold, you won't be able to receive any more prizes from that match. But you can go play other matches and receive more gold. In order to receive the gold that you won from the high score challenge, all you have to do, go to your mailbox icon here. You'll see I won 1, 2, 3 in total. Receive all. I want to show you guys how to do it on the application as well. So this was the web version of the high score challenge. And I'm going to go over the app version of the high score challenge. So let's go on over to the app. All right, so as you see, we have our little emulator here. We're going to play Ranking Ball on the application. So this is what Ranking Ball looks like on the app. So same thing too, I'm logging into my work account onto here. So it shows you your daily bonus. You also get these little pop-ups as well. If you don't want to see it anymore for the day, all you have to do is just click this, and you don't have to go out, and you don't have to see it for the rest of the day. Click X to get out of it. And same thing, Golden Pig. And with our application, you'll see the high score challenge more easily. It's right here in the middle. Click on it. And same thing. We got football, basketball. So let's go over to basketball. Actually, let's go over football. Last night, New England Chiefs game was really crazy. So we're all in the office to play it. So all you have to do is that you just, generate tickets on here. Just go on in, and you'll be able to play the challenge. So the same thing, high score challenge, same thing that we saw on the website. So that's all you have to do. Go here, you'll be able to go to the high score challenge. Now what we're gonna do is that we're gonna go and make our own contest because we want to play a game later on tonight. We want to play. Let's move on over to the website again, and let's create a game. So we're gonna go back to the main menu, and what you'll see here on the main menu is the featured games. These are all contests that are been created by the RankingBall staff. So we created all these, and every single match is going to have a featured match, meaning that each featured match is always going to be guaranteed prize pool. You're going to have multiple entries. Barely any cancellation is because it's going to fill up anyways. All these contests are going to fill up, so you don't have to worry about not filling up with these contests. And then they're always going to be tournament style, meaning that different ranks are going to have different prizes. Each prize that each different rank is going to have a different prize depending on your rank. You can see here in 30 minutes, we got a really huge match tonight. Is the Golden State Warriors versus the LA Lakers. Unfortunately, LeBron James is still out, so he won't be playing tonight. But the Warriors did lose to the Lakers last Christmas, so I think the Warriors are, especially when they got, just got Boogie Cousins back, it's going to be a pretty fun match to watch tonight. But LA Lakers is missing a lot of key people, but the Golden State Warriors are as healthy as they've ever been. So before we create a contest, let me just kind of show you what a featured contest looks like. So you would go on in. If you want to just browse over it, look over it, all you do is click just any of these tickets. Click on it and you get a kind of a little preview of what's going on. You can see the different players, their stats. You can see who is entered in this contest. So we got a lot of people. It's very, very, very interesting contest coming up today. We have a lot of players playing today because they're really interested in playing this Golden State Warriors game. This Warriors and Lakers game. But if you want to just jump quickly right into the contest, just click this bottom where the entry fee is and click on it, and you'll get right into the creation part of the match, of the game. So you can easily go into here. But like I said, because I'm a member of RankingBall, I'm not going to be entering into any of these contests. I'm just going to go create a contest to show you, first of all, how to create a contest, and also show you a little bit my strategy of going into tonight's Golden State Warriors game. So in order to create a contest, we have this button here. All you do is click on it, and you'll be presented with this screen. Here you can choose the sport that you want. basketball, football, soccer. Now, football fans, we only got one more game coming up, which is the Super Bowl. So you have to wait until then, a couple weeks to play. But we do have soccer matches as well. But we're gonna focus on basketball. Today is all about basketball. Only one league, and then the next contest tonight is Warriors and the Lakers. Here you can choose your currency, but we only have one currency right now, which is gold. And we have different types of contests that you can create. We have tournaments, 50-50s, 30-30s, and the head-to-head. 50-50 is half-half. Half the players will get prizes. The half won't. 30-30, similar. Top 30 will win prizes, and other people won't. Head-to-head, it's just one-on-one. You're facing somebody else. So if you want to challenge one of your friends against a contest, just head-to-head, you can just you can wager what you want against them. Just go over to head-to-head. So I'm going to create a head-to-head, and I'm going to be facing off one of the other members of RankingBall. You choose the fee that you want. We got up to 2,000 gold. So all you high rollers out there, 2,000 gold. That's a lot. So we'll stick with 50 right now. Once you're satisfied with setting, we're going to go over to next. If we can let me show you a little bit, go a little bit more down. Yeah. Okay, let's go on over to over here. So let's go to next. And you'll be presented with the bingo screen. All right, so tonight, let's see, who's out? Golden State Warriors, nobody's out today. So we don't have to worry about that. For the Lakers, tonight, who's out tonight is going to be LeBron James is out, Lonzo Ball is out, and Rondo's out. So that's a lot of key players who are going to be out today. So we kind of have to work around that kind of, every time you're playing ranking ball, there's always going to be some kind of challenge because, a lot of times injuries, and you have to kind of work through the match by not being able to pick all the best players. Let's start with, easy version first. Honestly, I think that the Warriors are just going to dominate tonight because Lakers have nobody, especially LeBron James. LeBron James hasn't played since Christmas. He got injured while playing the Golden State Warriors, if I'm correct. So he got injured. He hasn't played. He hasn't played for a long time, and that's really going to hinder the Lakers tonight playing. So I don't think they're going to score as many points as the Golden State Warriors tonight. So I think I'm going to focus a little bit more on the Warriors and kind of get them more together. I want to kind of bunch them up more, especially. But you always know that Durant and Steph Curry are always going to get points. But so let's see what else. Kind of some notes that I talked about, some of the last games. So with the Warriors, last match we had Boogie Cousins come back. He only played for 15 minutes, but he was pretty dominant. He had that huge dunk as soon as he came on out. So let's see. Maybe Boogie Cousins will play a little bit more tonight. So I don't think he's going to have a huge play a lot anymore. Maybe he'll stick with the 15, maybe a little bit 20 more minutes. So I'll put Boogie Cousins on my board, but I'm not going to put him in a very good position because I don't think he's going to be contributing that much to the game. And also Warriors are a little bit more healthy than the Lakers. They had a couple of days off. Let's see. Things for the Lakers, they're facing a lot of problems right now. Lakers don't have LeBron James, talking about earlier, and they just lost Lonzo Ball to ankle sprain. He's gonna be out for a couple of weeks, and Rondo's out. So you have a bunch of your leaders out right now, and it's going to kind of mess around. It's going to kind of mess. But Kuzma did, he carried the game. You can kind of rely on Kuzma right now to make a lot of points. So let's focus on him within here. First, let's start off with the kind of like my little strategy that I'm just going to do. Like same thing I did with high score challenge. I'm just going to pick best players that I know who are going to be going in here. So let's stick with the best 3 players who are getting, it's not necessarily who's starting that night. You're not always going to choose who's going to be starting, because sometimes substitutes will make, score more points than actual starters. Like for example, Tyson Chandler. Yeah. For example, like Tyson Chandler, he's a starter, but he is not scoring that many points, right? JaVale McGee coming out here subbing, but he's going to be scoring more points than some of these starters. All right, so we have Durant, Curry, Thompson, and Green. So we're going to stick with these 4 because these are 4 key players that are going to be scoring the most points within Ranking Ball. I'm going to stick with my strategy that I had before. We're gonna look at our line multipliers, and let's put Durant and Curry next to each other. I know these players are going to be making the most points, and also Klay Thompson. These 3 players are going to be key. They're just going to be constantly going to making points within Ranking Ball. Any other, for playing any, there's not even only Ranking Ball. They're going to be scoring a lot of points tonight. And since LeBron James out, let's pick Kuzma. Kuzma is probably going to be your leading scorer tonight for the Lakers. So I'm going to make this row right here. That's what I feel most comfortable. I feel like this is going to score a lot of points for me. But we only don't, we have like, this 2.1 multiplier, this line, but we have another one. So we'll just pick our second best players for tonight. And let's choose some other, let's choose some more Lakers players up on here. So Ingram, McGee, and Josh Hart. So this is what I call my core. I'm going to call this my core group. This is what I'm going to focus around tonight. And I'm going to fill out these other players here with more, secondary players, And I don't want them to interfere with these other players. I don't want them to interfere with my bingos. I want to score all the bingo lines on this line here. So how am I going to do that? Let's see. All right, so we know LeBron James is out, Lonzo Ball is out. So Caldwell Pope, get him on here, and kind of stick him around somewhere else. We got some high scoring, so 2.4 is a good line. So let's get him on here. Chandler, Tyson. Let's see. I'm just gonna stick here, and I put Chandler here, and let's put Lance here. All right. Let's focus on some other players. Looney, Iguodala, and let's position them around good. And Sean Livingston. All right, so there we have it. That's my bingo lineup, and this is my head-to-head. So I'm gonna go, once I'm satisfied with the way that my bingo contest, my bingo grid set up. Same thing with the high score challenge. You're gonna press the submit button. Once you're good with your submit, press OK, and it's created. So I'm gonna have, now that this contest is created, you can go to the lobby. And let's figure out some of the other here. All right. I want to see, like, where's my contest? I created a contest. Where is it? You're going to go up to this 3 lines up here. You're going to click top on it. You'll see the main buttons up here for lobby, upcoming, live, and history. Lobby is this page right here. Upcoming are all upcoming matches, including the one that are all upcoming matches that you've made. So here's the one that I've created. And I'm just waiting for the other Ranking Ball member to come on and enter into this matchup. So any other contest that you'll see, you just go up here, click these tabs, click these 3 tabs, go to upcoming, and you'll see all the contests that you have entered into. You can also see the live button. Live button shows you all your live contests that you're currently in right now, and also any live contest. Yeah, so contest is made, so other person's gonna go enter. So my live contests are all any live games that are going on right now, and live contest shows you all the games that are going on in Ranking Ball right now. You can go on in, you can actually go on in and spectate any of these games. So currently one right now is the Houston and the Philadelphia match. So that's the one that's on TV right now in the office. So let's spectate it. When you're in a Ranking Ball match, when you're in this is the live match. Once you enter, once a game starts, you'll be brought over to this area. It looks very similar to a high score challenge, but there's a few more things, you know. This isn't up there, and there's also a chat feature. Here you'll be able to talk with anybody else who's within the chat. So, you know. So even if you're not in the contest, you can come on in and you can say, hey, you know, come on in, just a visitor watching the match. So our game is in real time. So anything that's happening within the match, you'll be able to see in real time. It happens on the game, it'll happen on Ranking Ball. So it's not only you can use Ranking Ball as a not a way to play, but you can also use it as a way to follow the game if you're not watching a TV. You can watch it on the application. Let's go over to the app and we can show you. So this is a web, so maybe you don't have a computer right then, but you have your phone, you have the Ranking Ball app. What can you do? Here we are on the app. We'll go to sports. Same thing, you have the lobby, upcoming, live, and history. Go to live. The same matches up here. Spectate it. In here, we can watch the game on our phone. We can see the score. We can get a breakdown, we can get a box score each quarter. And one of the great things about it is that everything's animated on your phone. Unlike other, there's some of these like sports apps that give you the score, they're not animated like this. Just like on Ranking Ball. So Ranking Ball is giving you a free way to watch sports if you don't have a TV or you don't have any live video access. Just come on over to Ranking Ball. We'll give you a live, play-by-play, live action of the match going on. Here we also give you the other point, other stats that are going on within the game. 2 points, 3 points, free throws, rebounds, assists. You can go on in here. You can also get individual players information, team information. You can also even look at the ranks, like who's who's playing this match right now. So we got a lot of cool, good players right now, playing right now, and a lot of top players. So shout out to J Style, #1 right now. Good job. I always see J Style on top of the leaderboard. We can also get, let's get both of them. Well, both at the same time. So +1, you'll see this go up a little bit right now. So a little bit slight delay on the app, but it's probably because I'm just using it on my computer. We got everything going on right now in RankingBall. Going over to see if my live upcoming. All right, so other member of RankingBall join the contest. So that means this match will start. If you created a contest and you weren't able to fill up your entries. So say you made a contest like a tournament style or 50-50, 30-30. You need at least 2 players to come on in for the match to start. If it's just you, it's not going to start. Including head-to-head. You need another person to come on in and come play. Otherwise, the match will get canceled and you won't be able to play. So it's entered. Now we can just wait here until the match starts. While we're waiting, nothing's happening, right? Nothing's happening. Hey, sorry guys, my microphone was out, so I couldn't. I had to fix it real quickly. So I'm back. Go back. The match. Okay. So what's gonna happen is I'm gonna leave right now, and we're gonna come back to the match later on. Game starts at 12:30, and I don't think we'll be able to fill the time with the match coming on, the whole match. As more, once we start getting more viewers and stuff, we'll be able to start kind of sit down and start watching the game together and kind of doing some live commentary on it. But right now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back maybe towards maybe there's 15, maybe 5 minutes left in the Lakers and Golden State Warriors match. I'll come on back, do some more live streaming. Let's kind of talk about the game, maybe get some more of your thoughts. You guys can ask me any questions that you have, and I'll try to answer best that I can. And just let me know how you guys feel about this. Let me know how if you want some more live feeds, and we'll continue. So appreciate you guys coming along with me. Don't forget join our Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Telegram if you have it, so you can communicate with me and the team more directly. I'll check you guys out later at the end of the match, and see you later. Bye.